Well, right now, let's talk motorsport, and we join Bernard Okumu and Jasmeet Chana, and they are at this CRS garage, and that is the car that you can see. That is a Ford Fiesta Rally 2 car that is driven by Jasmeet Chana, the man they call the Iceman. And if you just take a look at it, he upgraded to this car, and they are at Parklands, and you can see upgraded to this car, and from a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 2023 Kenya National Rally champion. He's preparing for the WRC Safari Rally. He's got this new machine, and you can see all spruced up. In 17 days, he is going to be revving off. Bernard Okumu is our reporter out there. As we can see, Jasmeet Chana is setting up the car. How well has he adjusted to this? He's done a few events, and last year, by the time the car came in, he did not have the right, he had not actually registered in time for the Safari Rally, so missed out on the Safari Rally last year. He is navigated by his brother Ravi Chana, and his older brother, Jasmeet Chana, also used to be a rally driver. So there you are, you can see he's been doing this. I mean, over the last 2 decades. He gets into the garage, and let's move over to that place as he gets out of the car. Bernard Okumu could take us, out there, and even as we get to listen to the revving of the engine of this Ford Fiesta Rally 2 car, Jasmeet Chana is in it. So, Bernard Okumu, it's now yours.
Safari Rally 2025, of course, it is just less than 15 days away, approximately 15 days to go before the 2025 Safari Rally is held. The first round, the first gravel round of the World Rally Championship, which will be happening here in Nairobi as well as in Naivasha. And of course, this particular rally has attracted 10 top-level Rally 1 cars, as well as 16 WRC2 entries. Now, of the 16 WRC2 entries, there are 7 Kenyans. And of the 7 Kenyans, I'm pleased to have Jasmeet Iceman Chana, who is the WRC, the Kenya National Rally Champion of 2023. And he is one of the drivers who are ready to take on the fabled Safari Rally, the world-famous Safari Rally. Iceman, hujambo?
Jambo sana.
Good to go?
Yes, we're ready.
The R5, I mean, you've been with it for quite a year now, done a couple of, almost a year, done a couple of rallies.
Yes.
How ready is the car?
Well, we went out testing yesterday, and, we like perfection. So, yes, the car is behaving well. We've done a few adjustments to the suspension, to my liking. And yes, it's working perfectly.
And I mean, the first rules that when I was getting into the rally car, by the way, it's my first time as a passenger in a rally car, and Jasmeet was telling me that first, of course, your seat belt, and you don't have to worry so much because the cage assures you of the safety, right? And also the pace notes. Since I'm sitting on this particular seat where Ravi Chana, your navigator, sits normally, right? These are the pace notes that Ravi Chana reads to Jasmeet anytime they are going out there. This is what will be happening from the 20th to 23rd of this month, right? When the rally revs up. So, just quickly, these are the pace notes.
Yes.
These are the directions, basically, to you, for you, from the navigator. Slow ride.
50, fast right into left, is turn slow left.
Yes.
100. The numbers are the meters. Obviously, the jump is visible. SO means straight on. Again, jump.
Jump.
And then you have a 50-meter jump. Then you have a long 500-meter. This one now, it's got a round mark and an R. That means max right. No letting go of the accelerator. You can actually take it at full speed. Yeah, and then right after that, you have another 100 meters. And then again, another max right. Ravi usually what he does for less confusion, the next instruction, which is on the other page, you put the first instruction on this page, so he doesn't miss it.
So which is 500.
500. So, you actually have time to flip the page. So after the 500, you'll have 100 max left.
Max left, 200 left again.
And then you have 200 right, into jump.
Into jump, yes.
Into max right. 100 long max left. So basically, because we're testing, we were not very thorough in our marking. But during Safari or Kenya National, if these are all in sequence, we will underline them or highlight them, so we know that these are coming together.
And every time this you have to internalize it in a second, right?
Yes. Actually, I usually take 3 instructions, which is 3 lines, into my head. So he will say 200 max right into jump, into max right, 100 long max left.
And at the same time, you're taking care of where you're going, because these are the directions. I mean, and also the car, definitely you've upgraded from the Evo after many years with the Evo, and now you're doing this WRC2 category R5, Ford Fiesta R5. Talk about the suspension system and the goodness of this particular machine. What does it offer you?
There's a big difference between the Evo and this car. It is basically what we're doing is we've gone lighter. It's a lighter car than the Evo. The suspension's got a lot of travel. Travel meaning it's a longer suspension when we're on the roughs. The suspension works rather than the whole body moving up and down. So you're quicker. The braking system is amazing. We can actually brake last minute. We know the car will stop. A lot of other gadgets. It's a complicated car. At the same time, it's a simple car.
Yes, a simple car. That the sequential gearbox. Talk about the sequential gearbox.
Now on this R5, basically, coming down is all your forward gears. Going back up is your, going to back to first and second. It's much easier in cornering. It's quicker, shifting gears. Whereas on the Evo, it's a dog box, but still, you'd lose 9 to 10 seconds on a gear change. On this, it's an immediate effect, so it's much easier.
Yes, and the handbrake, how efficient is it?
Well, on this particular car, yes, it is very efficient. Plus, being a small car, it maneuvers around corners much quicker.
And the steering wheel, how good is it? Like the quick release, and how does it help you?
The geometry on this car is amazing. We have a quick ratio steering rack, so just a quarter of a ton turns the car quite a bit. So you're not turning the steering like the Evo almost full or halfway. This is the slight turns and the car is turning.
And it's also detachable, maybe you...
Yes, so we have this as a safety device in case of an accident and you can't exit the car, so you can actually remove the steering. And at the same time, coming in and out of the car makes your life a bit easier. So that's why you have a detachable steering wheel.
And also maybe for those who always wonder how come we always get these pictures with the drivers and the navigator, where sometimes when they are, stuck along making a wrong route and all that. This is
that's the onboard
camera.
So basically, yes, we have our own onboards, which we go through every evening after the rally. To see what mistakes we made. At the same time, because some stages are repeated, you can actually re-look at them. So it gives us a lot of information, giving the team information that they need. So it's a good thing to have the onboards.
Yes. How about when you want to know the time, the reading of the time, how long you took in a stage, and what time do you require in the next stage?
We have, that is the trip meter. It gives us inter-distance and total distance. So basically what happens when you start a stage, it's at 0. On your notes you have the total distance written. If it's a 36-kilometer stage, so I do take a little bit of a glimpse sometimes to have a look at how many clicks we've done. That's when you're getting tired.
Yeah.
You want to know when you're finishing. So I do take a little bit of a glimpse, but I do have one unit on my side as well, which I can tell. Obviously, there's no speed. I can't see any speed in this car. Ravi can see the top speed on the car. But mine mostly is just for the distance that is in the car. So yeah, just to make sure that you're keeping time. And if I press next, it gives me a countdown on the time I've taken.
Yes.
So basically, I can tell how much time I've taken in the stage.
Yes, and it can also give you what to do next. Yes.
Yeah.
And how about, there's no way it can fail, right?
No. Basically, if you have an electrical issue, these units are actually powered totally separate from the car. It's got its own power source. So if there is an issue with the electricals, these do not go off. Yeah.
Yes, and maybe we can take time and discuss about the history of the car. You acquired it from, it's a supercar. How did you manage to get a car that won awards out there?
Well, I firstly would like to thank Ruby's Energy in Kenya. Without them, this would have not been possible. I would like to thank everyone at Ruby's for giving us this opportunity. Yes, the car was actually an ex-factory M Sport car that went to South America first, driven by Andrea Lafarga. After that, the car was sold in Belgium, and the last rally it ever did was the Rally of Gods in Argentina in 2023. It finished, I think, 16th overall with the honor, and soon after that, yes, we purchased it.
Yes, then let's talk more about the weight of this car and what it accords you. Being able to go for 190 kilometers. I mean, that's crazy. It picks faster than the Evo that you used to use.
Yes, it's got very good torque. It's much better than the Evo. And because of its weight,
yes,
there is no time wasting. So basically, yes.
How do you break it down? Like does it take 10 seconds faster than it used to be?
Well, I would say around 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because of the weight. It's much quicker than the.
So you're going to give the WRC to all those the Skodas.
Don't forget, most of the drivers internationally do this for a living, whereas us locals, it's a passion. So they are quicker, but we will test their waters. We will not let them just go.
Yeah, and of course among the WRC2 and among the 7 Kenyans, we have the young ones like Jeremy Wahome, who are also going there to stake their claim for the diadem, as well as Karan Patel, and it's also an ARC leg. How bigger does it make it for you?
Well, this year for us it's quite big because ARC and WRC are together. So it's made the Safari glamour even more. If you notice, we have a lot of locals in the ARC. I think it's the hugest number ARC drivers have registered for, and that makes a lot of difference.
Yes, maybe you can. A number of times the drivers open it up, whenever they want, maybe they've hit a fresh, or something has happened along the way. You can just take us through on what really matters.
Yes. The Rally 2 cars. Why a lot of drivers suffer in the fresh is because if you notice the intake system right in front, it's breathing in lots of air, and because these cars are quite slow, so what happens is it sucks in a lot of dust and chokes the. So basically what happens, that chokes your engine. So you have to usually come out of the car if it's really severe. Come out of the car and remove the filter and clean it and put it back in. It goes the same with water. If you notice, a lot of Rally 1, Rally 2 cars don't like deep waters. So the idea of going into water
Yes.
is go in slow and come out fast.
You being familiar with the terrain in Naivasha, I mean, you can't hit the fish and the deep ruts easily.
Yes.
Yeah. So it will be, I mean, what kind of rally do you predict? Will it be good flat
By the
out?
time we go into that stage, don't forget the Rally 1 cars have gone through. It's all dug up. So we're going to have it more rough than there. It's all about strategy and how you're going to drive. And yes, we're hoping for the best, and we shall use our local knowledge on the roads to go through.
Maybe would you say that you've overcome the teething problems and you're familiar with the machine?
Bernard, I've only done 2 rallies, basically 3 rallies.
Yes.
There's a lot more to learn. This is going to be our first rally that we're doing for 3 days continuous. I think this will teach us a lot of lessons, how to drive, how to maintain, how to pace ourselves. I'm looking forward to it. I love doing long rallies. I think I perform better in long rallies. I'm not the type of driver that the first stage you're firing.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time for me to.
And hence the nickname Iceman.
Yes. So yes, I love Safari, so we're very, very much waiting to get through it. Let's see how it goes.
And how convinced are you that you've gained ground among some of your competitors?
Well, intelligent driving, quick, make sure you don't hurt the car. At the same time, you don't back off a lot. There's certain places where you will know yourself that you need to back off. I will take Safari as I've done it before. Drive with the strategy, and let's see how it goes.
But it's your debut in WRC2 category.
Yes, it is. Still, I will still use my common sense to drive.
Yes, and maybe come on. You've won virtually everything, right? And
Yes.
you collected all the awards like Thanos collected Flintstones.
Yes.
In Avengers, right? And maybe you've won Division 1, you've won Group N, you've won Group S, you've won Division 3. I mean, and now you've won Kenas in 2023. That like completed your trophy cabinet. The most difficult one, the most cherished title of the.
I think was winning 2020.
Yes.
A lot of people say there was no competition. I mean, yes, we were few drivers, but the competition is there. Saman Wara is not a slow driver. We fought hard. We had quite a few people in that championship. But and winning it was a very, very, hit me until I reached won the championship.
Away, and I know that you're ready for the fresh, you're ready for the river crossings, giraffes and animals crossings, right? Let's go. Let's take a ride and go for the rally, right? Yeah. And just remember that, of course, Jasmeet Chana is going to be one of the eyes, that Kenyans will be watching out there for. But the rest, of course, the competition will as well come from the rest of the drivers. That, just like he said, that some live, dream, sleep about rallying. But for him, it's also a whole game change, especially with the acquisition of this R5, the new machine. Let's roll ahead of the rally. Jasmeet,
Yeah.
Let's go for the rally, right?
Yes.
You ready to go?
We're
The
ready
test
to
drive was yesterday, but I like to have another one today and just have a feel of the car. It's mind-blowing.
I think I'm at the wrong place. I'm at the wrong place. the person who's supposed to be here is Bernard Okumu, and me in that rally car. Bernard Okumu speaking to Jasmeet, who is the 2023 KNRC champion, as he gears up for the WRC Safari Rally. We'll be taking a break, and when we come back, we speak with Dennis Mwanja, the man they call the Iron Man in Kenya, the coach of the Kenya Lioness.